Hi guys, so today we're going to give a quick Q&A about our melt-blown fabric line. So the following are some typical questions we receive. Now, the first question we have here is the air gap as small as possible? What is the appropriate gap? Why is the material flying under the same air pressure when the gap is smaller? Now, this is a good question. So a normal gap is between 0.8 and 1 millimeters, which is a suitable gap. The smaller the gap, the higher the velocity of the wind under the same wind pressure. So then the power that blows onto the web forming collector will be greater and it is easier to make the materials fly. So the next question we have here is, what is a closed loop control system? So it is an automatic control device which reflects the relationship between pressure before metering pump and the actual pressure throughout the pump. So the rotation speed of the metering pump is fixed in a closed loop control system. Then the pressure is measured at the inlet of the pump. So if any fluctuations are detected by pressure sensors, it will be fed back to the operating system in the extruder. For example, if the pressure set before the pump is 3 MPa on screen, however, the actual pressure is less than 3 MPa, then the extruder will increase its rotation speed and its actual pressure will become higher. Conversely, if its actual pressure is higher than the pressure before pump, it will reduce the rotation speed to reduce its actual pressure. So this process is controlled automatically. There is no need for manual adjustment. If you control it manually, your mold die pressure will fluctuate with the changing of the extruder because your mold die is directly connected with the extruder. Then it can no longer be controlled automatically. So the third question I have here is, are there any ways to solve the uneven temperature of the mold die? So unfortunately, such situations are not unheard of. There are always problems that arise. One is that the temperature heating zones designed by your mold are not suitable. Your entire temperature measurement position may be inappropriate. Also, is the uniformity of the hot air at the spinneret good or not? And are the air gaps appropriate? All right, so question number 4. What does the ratio 1 to 1.5 refer to? So this 1 to 1.5 ratio refers to the fan speed in the mold hot air system to the suction speed on the web forming collector. So that is what that ratio signifies. Next, I have our 5th question, which is, why is the melt-blown fabric uneven? So this is a bit of a complicated question because it depends on many different factors, such as the uneven discharge of mold, hot air blowing unevenly, or even the uneven suction of your web forming collector. So there can be multiple reasons for uneven fabric. Question 6, how to make the filaments finer? So how to make the filaments finer? The distance between your mold and web forming collector should be increased in order to make these filaments finer. The longer the distance, the thinner the filament. So there's also the option to increase the wind pressure at your hot air tuyere. Now, our final question is question 7. So what is the normal fluctuation range of the extruder? So the normal fluctuation range of the extruder is generally 0.1 to 0.2 MPa. If it is equipped with a metering pump, if it does not have a metering pump, the fluctuation range will be bigger, and it depends on the screw design and stability. All right, so that's all of those questions. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask. We are here to answer any questions you may have. Bye-bye.